Hello, it's Inspiration A. This is my WWE. Losing my breath. WWE payback review. It won't be that long because there's not much I've got to say on this pay-per-view. I thought it was an average, decent pay-per-view, but again, there's quite obvious matches, quite obvious things was going to happen. But anyway, nevertheless, let's commence, and this is my review on it. And you can, if you disagree or agree, just comment whatever. I don't want to have conversations or. Then there's just my opinion, so you know. Let's start with the first match. I don't watch the I'm going to apologise, I don't watch the kickoff shows, they don't interest me. I know Kalisto won and Dolph won, I believe, but don't really bother me. I don't watch the kickoff show. Unless they're on the main thing, I don't watch the kickoff show, it's just the way I am. So anyway, let's go back to what I was talking about. Enzo, Amonzo and Colin Cassidy, the fan villains, Fonda villains, whatever they're called. Now, obviously, Amenzo got knocked out into concussion, which is a shame. It did look like it was a genuine accident, so fair enough. Can't really help that. Do I reckon it would have been a good match if they managed to carry the match on? Yes. Because they're both good teams. I'm not a major fan of the Fonda villains, but they are a good team. Enzo and Colin Cassidy, I do think they're a good, amazing team. Do I think they would have won the match? No. Reason I don't think they would have won the match, Enzo and Colin Cassidy, is because what makes me think that is the Von villains are being pushed now against the New Day, which I hope New Day keep belts, to be honest, but they're getting pushed against the New Day now, which makes me think, was they going to be pushed anyway? Was they going to win that match and go on for the belts anyway? Which makes that match a pointless match. Well, it doesn't make it a pointless match, because I'm sure it would have been a good match, but you know, they've gone on, they've carried on. It's like they was going to win the match anyway, is what I'm thinking. And again, with Colin Cassidy, he's gone on and got a major single push. Again, was Enzo injured a good thing for Colin? Yes, because he's getting pushed. But was he going to get pushed anyway and Enzo dropped? I reckon that's what's going to happen. I reckon Enzo will come back, they'll have a good tag team run, and then Enzo will get dropped because Colin is the more gifted wrestler, I'll admit that. But as a team, they are awesome. But Colin Cassidy obviously is going to be pushed as a single star, and I think they've again started that now because Enzo's out on injury, but then they've just kind of given away what the plan was anyway, to drop Enzo and push Colin Cassidy and make the Von villains go after tag belts. That's what I reckon anyway. Kevin Owens vs Sami Zayn, one of the best matches of the night. Obviously, it's going to be one of the best matches of the night because Kevin Owens puts on good matches all the time, as soon as Sami Zayn, and they have got a great chemistry in the ring, them two. And it's full of highlights, very good match, very backwards and forwards. I thought the action was good. The only thing I would say that was wrong with that match is I reckon it should have gone on longer, because I reckon if they went on longer, they could have had a better match. Obviously, Kevin Owens won, which I'm a bit gutted because I thought now Sami Zayn was getting pushed to the main roster, he would have won, because he hasn't really won many matches on NXT when it comes to the big matches. And but Kevin Owens won it anyway, but which is a shame. Which then leads to the next match, Miz vs Cesaro. I thought that was a shit match. Miz, I've never thought is being a great wrestler. When he got pushed to the title picture back in God knows when it was, I didn't agree with it. He doesn't entertain me, he doesn't put on good matches in my opinion. His finisher is decent, but I've seen much better. Cesaro, he's one of my favourite wrestlers. He's just pound for pound one of the best, as you know, commentary says, and I agree with that. Now, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens interfere, and I thought that would happen at some point, because obviously they got the fatal four-way between Cesaro, Miz, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn coming up. Now that will be an amazing match, I reckon. Not because of Miz in it, because of the other three, but the only thing I think they should have done is because of Extreme Rules, make it a ladder match. That would have made it much more entertaining and much better. But nevertheless, they will put a good match on up at Extreme Rules. But Miz vs Cesaro was a shit match in my opinion. Maybe it would have been a better match if it went on and if Cesaro won belt, which I would have liked to, but I guess they was planning the fatal four-way the whole time. So, you know, just happens, innit? Dean versus Jericho. Again, as you know, Dean is one of my favourite wrestlers. Jericho is a very good wrestler himself, and again, it was a very excellent match. There's things in there you didn't really see before, things you did see, but it's very mixed up, very good match. I'm glad Dean won because he's been losing a lot of major major big matches lately, so it's nice that he actually won the match for once, and it's like they've carried it on obviously to Extreme Rules, and they're doing the Ambrose Asylum cage match, whatever it is, which is basically a cage match with weapons hanging out from the top, which I think they kind of took that from TNA, but nevertheless. I'm glad Dean won that match, and I like how they've built the rivalry up to this next match, and hopefully Dean will win the next one, but it was the second best match of the night in my opinion. Mr. McMahon's decision, I will talk about that quickly even though it's not a match. I did see it coming, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I did think they put both in charge, which means the Undertaker versus Shane match was pointless. It was absolutely pointless, but then I thought they would do that, because why would they make Mr. Shane McMahon have a good match like that and just chuck him out and be like, see you later, one match, you're gone? No, it's obvious. It was obvious he was going to share with Stephanie. Obviously Stephanie's kind of like being the more meaner, aggressive one out of the two managers, and Shane's being the more fan favourite, please the fans. But they're doing good together, and it was pretty obvious that's going to happen. But anyway, on to the main event. Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Again, it was an okayish match, but that was only because AJ was in it. I hate Roman Reigns, I don't like his wrestling style, I don't like him. And that storyline they're doing with the club and the family is okayish, but it's obvious in the match that Roman was going to get, the Usos was going to get involved, and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. It was obvious they was all going to get involved, because that's like the late. Sorry to explain. Just trying to think how to explain it. Well, it was obvious, because AJ's best mates and Usos is his family, and you can see the weeks before the attacks going on and people getting involved, it's going to happen. Obviously the match got to a no count out, and it was a very decent match because AJ made it decent, there's good moves in there. But then again, Roman Reigns, what he really does was spear and Superman punches, as he does. Then the match got restarted, and Roman Reigns hit a spear, which I thought was absolutely rubbish. I didn't want him to win, I don't like him, I don't care if Roman Reigns fans hate me, I can have my opinion, I don't like him. I wanted AJ to win. Hopefully he'll win at Extreme Rules, but I don't think he will somehow. I think Roman Reigns is going to keep this belt for ages. I want him to win, I wanted him to win at Payback, but hey ho, it's obvious Roman Reigns was going to win. But overall, it's a decent pay-per-view, set up future matches for Extreme Rules, but there's quite a few things that was obvious. It wasn't as good as the NXT special, which was just before this, or WrestleMania, I think, can't remember, no. But it was decent, so you know, hey how. Just have to see what happens at Extreme Rules, but that was my review on that, and again I will be reviewing Extreme Rules. If you have any comments or disagree with me, then please write underneath in the comments and let me know. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next video for the nice little surprise I've got lined up. Inspirational out.